Hello once more. Welcome back to Let's Play Motorsport Manager, the Daddy's Boy Challenge. One race in the books, 11 to go, hopefully 11 to go. Hopefully we don't flame out before that. Thotimix here. And it's time to take a look at where we are after a somewhat disappointing debut in Cape Town. So we've got a bunch of stuff on the cars, or on the, qualifying and race and blah, blah, blah. Interview, why not? After his win today, wondering if you had any thoughts on thinking of working with him in the future. Interesting, and anything can happen in motorsport. Okay. So, yeah, don't want the pit crew stuff. We were not interested in crashing. Hard-fought win for Lori, and we finished the brakes. So we definitely want to take a look at that. Yeah, we can't grab any of these, but we can grab up to 4 here. Now here's an interesting one. Adds a random legendary component. So this could be good or it could be bad. The thing is that legendary component could be a risk breaker. It could be a rule breaker. I think I want to go with a sure thing. But now that we've got 4, now we're looking to build brakes that we're going to use. So what we're looking for, the 4 best things. For $1 million, we can reduce our risk. Plus 50 on softs, supers, and ultras. Well, that's what we're going to use most of the time. That's worth considering. Reliability, just to help you get started better. I'll take the extra days for that. Plus 15 to max and another plus 20. Deceleration plus 40, reliability minus 10 during the race. And because of the weight stripping feature, I don't think I want to take that reliability hit. So I could go for like the 35 deceleration minus 10% red zone also, and then go here. That's a possibility. That 10% red zone is worth, I believe, 60. Yeah. It costs a lot. But do I care? I'm going to take the risk that just price isn't going to matter that much. So let's go there. Go there. So that takes our risk level back down to 0. That's 3 out of 4. And then I've got to pick one over here. Is that what this is telling me? Do I want bigger reliability or build it faster? I want to build it faster. Wonder if it'll tell me. Yeah, so none of these are red zones. I'm gonna get rid of this. Because none of the legendary ones are risk level stuff, I should say. So let's go with plus 40 minus 20 to max, so it's actually going to give me a plus 20. Not really happy about that. Let's go with this one. Random legendary component. Because no matter what it is, 15% red zone and plus 40 to max. That's great. Plus 90. Plus 65. I mean, any of these 3 would be fantastic. These are all fantastic things. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that. It's the minus 1 day. This adds 2 days, but it's definitely the best boost here. And this one is... the brakes are not going to be as good in the rain. Whether they have plus 20 overall or plus 50 on soft, supers, and ultras. And I really think that's better. So Yeah, it's going to be our final brake part. And we're going to want 2 of those. Whew. Okay. So now let's move on. Looks like that means the car's ready to go. It is. And the brakes, that one's going to take a while. So let's improve our current parts. And we don't want to put any of these out there because we want to wait to get the new ones. So yeah. Still working on the improvements down here. I just want to gradually switch these up and make sure we're working on that. Nope, we don't want the performance over there. We want the reliability boost. But I don't think... The question is, how high do I want to boost the brakes? Because we're going to be building more. But not for the next race. I think I'm going to be okay as is. Let's just leave that. I don't like going more than a few days at a time without making adjustments because I do want to still try to upgrade these evenly. It's always worth taking a look here. First, and first. And the only thing we're not first on is the high-speed corners, and we're second. Boy, this car should dominate more than it is. And I think what we're looking at, I want to compare the chassis. Just over 3 tire wear, 3 tire heating, just over 3 fuel efficiency. What am I looking for? Nope. That's the one. Looking for Spartan here. Okay, they're the other direction. There we go. And they're more fuel efficient and more improvable. But that's it. I mean, if you look at their car, it's reasonably close, but there's a significant gap. What they do have, obviously, is better drivers, but that would mostly be based, I think, on the comparison between Sevilla and ourselves. And perhaps also Lotnan. So, yeah. Report on the next race. 33 laps. So much shorter, but it's almost 4 miles. Lap record is 2 minutes. Likely to be some rain, 35% chance. Although the high-speed corners, good spoilers will benefit from the additional downforce. And that's unfortunate for us. It's the only part that we don't lead in. Ultra soft and super soft. Let's see what the temp says. I don't think we've got one yet. Okay. But about 19 or 20 degrees Celsius was still slightly warm even for the super softs. So definitely want to plan on using those more, I think. And we've got new brakes. Again. Awesome to see us kicking so much ass when it comes to the top speed of the car. Reassuring to know that I can outstrip most of the other drivers when we hit the straights. Gives me a great chance to make those crucial overtakes. So yeah, thanks, boss. Well, good. I'm glad you're happy. Speaking of which, I want to take a look at his morale, which is still reasonably high. He's just mad about Cape Town. So, yeah. Still got the engine mode. Thing going on there. But I want to make sure we don't lose too much of that relationship. Okay. Brakes. Now, what we want to do now is throw... Yeah, these are high enough. This epic brakes. And look at that. Reliability is at 100%. So I don't even need to do anything with that. Well, that is fantastic. Alright, let's put these on. Let's get Gabler, the slightly better performing one there. Yeah. Throw those on his car. And since that's a definite permanent part, and the only definite permanent part we have, we're going to put all of our performance boost on there, which is not going to be much. Nope. Well, yeah, we do want that one brake to be worked on. Well, actually, no, we don't, because we're going to be building more brakes right away. So let's divert that. Work on the engine reliability. So I'm going to pull those off. Work on the spoilers, and I'm only saying that because of their needs here. That's going to be the next race, so we definitely want to improve the spoilers. So, progress. More brakes. Now let's see about getting a second brake set. Okay, it looks like the one we got was the reliability plus 5% for each day in production. It looks like that's what we got for his brakes, which is actually not the one we wanted. Any of these would have been better. So I actually might, honestly, it's probably worth going with more of them. I have an empty component slot. I can have 5 now? I didn't know that. That changes everything. I didn't think I could go with 5. Does it keep adding more? Is there like no limit? Well, yeah, it's going to make me take one of these. So, I think I'm going with that. It's a lot of money, 1.5 million. Hoping for one of these down here. And our spoilers, Atsuno has improved theirs. Good for them. Actually, not really good for them. Let's take that off. And just work on the spoilers during this period. Because still going to let him use those brakes, but I think we're going to get better ones. So spot number transactions which I find concerning. If this pattern continues, you're likely to be very low in cash by the end of the season. Keep an eye on it. Yeah. Hashimoto is the hot favorite. Take all of their money and put it on me. I'm a shoo-in. Ha. Oh, we'll see if that happens, Lori. We'll see if that happens at all. And, yeah, he's worried about our finances. And I kind of am, too. Cost per race 1.1 million. Why on earth is it that high? Oh. They're just going by the car parts. Okay. Let's go with 7th or above. Lower bonus pool, but much better chance of actually hitting it. We did get that 300k bonus, or 500k for the last race. Yeah, we should be looking better for this one. Whether we're good enough or not, another story, but should be looking better. So that's important. So is the engine. Acceleration is useful. Not so much on the brakes on this one, but they'll still matter. Let's see what practice has for us in Rio. Okay, and once again, of course, going to use Balcazar and Gabler. Now, weight stripping. We still want to stick with the max on the engine, but should be able to knock down a little bit there. I'm going to stick with the max there too. So we're just going to get a little bit more out of Gabler's car. Stick with the engine there. And once again, you know, it looked like we had plenty of reliability left over from the car here due to being able to utilize the engine mode ability. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this down to 50 and 60% instead of 60 and 70%. Which would leave us about there. So we're going to get quite a bit more out of the number 2 car here that Stone's going to be in eventually. 8th and 9th, but we didn't get any full laps with Gabler on Ultra Softs. Was beaten by Sevilla, Dutt, and Hashimoto on the those. So, you know, not going to cry about it. And it's time to qualify in the rain so that none of that ultra super soft stuff even matters. Okay. Gabler, sweetest spots. And sure, take the super softs even though it's not going to matter. Weight stripping is what it is. So, Bobby Stone Jr. will begin from the back of the pack in the race, but he will get to choose his tires. Good old Chip Winters here, screwing up the system. And we got to be top 10 now. We're with Gabler. It does simplify things, only having to worry about one car. I will give it that. Now, yeah, we're going to have water. We're definitely looking at intermediates here. So that was much better. It doesn't make up for the screw up with Stone, but it's better. And we can see both of the Spartan drivers, they're going to be in the top 10 this time. Okay, so let's see if we can compete for the pole, because I don't think I can get it. I think Lori's faster, but if I can compete that pole, obviously, anytime I can get there, 2 points. So let's take a look at our weather. Dry as dry can be. Okay. Ugh. 7th and 19th, not what we were looking for here. Yeah, it's so cool to have the shirt of a guy who's in the back row. Hammer AMR suck. And yes, XBC Sport, Luke Finlay Maxwell hitting the nail on the head. The race can turn things on its head. Let's hope so. So, second race of the GT Championship season. Race trim and super softs. Obvious choices for Gabler. Race trim and engine expert. So we're going to stick in there at 99%, but we're not so thrilled with this 95. Okay, so we've done, let's see, look at the handling. That was good. That was okay. That was great. We need to change the speed though. Great. Great. Good. Okay, so we want more acceleration. Let's see, where was, that was great. Good, great, good. So, using that setup, yeah. I'm going to go with that, for better or worse. As you're starting from the back, you're definitely going to want super softs to deal with all the punishment we're going to give out. Let's go with almost a full tank of fuel for you. And then I want to dial down the fuel more here. Let's go with, well, I'd really like to go to like about half. You know what? Might almost be worth experimenting. Yeah, This is... Look, I'm probably going to have to restart... I may have to restart this whole attempt anyway, but I'm going to experiment. Keep a full length of fuel, because I'm going to try to do it in one stop. Now, 14 times 2 is 28. That's not 33. But you can start off going aggressive, but you're never going to... I'm not going to go aggressive with the engine mode at all. And then I'm simply going to use the hybrid mode. And I really think I can get those extra laps out of the car. And only stop once. So, we'll see how much good that does. Onward. We're going to take the risk. Hashimoto up in top, a third to second back to Holgerson. Then we've got Lori, another third back, and Tanaka. Sevilla and Blasi shortly thereafter, and Gabler less than 100th of a second from getting in that third row. And yeah. Look at Bobby Stone. All the way at the back. But he's got good form today, so that's something. And Gabler off to a bad start as everybody going by because of the way that she's choosing to race it. Stone sticking back in 19th. And everybody's got pretty cold tires to start, but that's not going to last. Expect Gabler to fall back for the first few laps here. But and boy, I should have looked at the race when I went with this plan. Okay. Gabler, turn on the juice, because we're going to have to come in for inters anyway. Oh, boy, that was dumb to not look at the weather before I made a plan like that. And I should have gone with ultras at the back for Stone also. Same reason. Okay, now let's go back to neutral. And we're going to have to, matter of fact, you're going to have to conserve. Gabler back up to her starting position of 7th. Stone up to 16th. There's not that much time between them. Gabler back off to high. And then we'll conserve here. Eighth and 14th. Stone at least making his way past some drivers at the back of the field, showing that he doesn't suck as much as one it might indicate. Let's take a look at how he's doing. Yeah, 98% on the setup. So at least we made some good setup changes there. Gabler, go ahead and flatten out at medium. Just don't kill your car this early in the race, basically. Well, no, you're in enough traffic. I keep changing my mind. Go back up to high. And lap 5, 4 seconds off the lead, so Gabler is in 7th, but not doing too badly overall nonetheless. Trying to get around, and indeed getting around. Nice line there through that little bit of a chicane, or whatever it is. Like to get up to 5th here before shifting the tires. There we go. Now let's see if we can hold that while going into conserve. How we doing on the weather? The weather is coming, is the answer. So I'm not the least bit concerned about how much fuel I'm using. I want to use as much as I can, actually. So... not a bad show by Gabler, but drops back to 6th. But still, only about 4.5 seconds back. Not losing much time at all on the leaders. Okay, now we've got to think about when we're coming in. And I think one more lap out here first. Yeah, one more lap. Let's go with neutral. If we push up a little bit into the red zone, so be it. You know what? Feel free to stop killing your engine for what's not going to gain you much here. So, 6th and 12th. Middle of the pack situation again. Laurie and Sevilla in 3rd and 4th. I would really like to get Gabler ahead of one of them by the time the race is over. Coming around here again, and I almost forgot to pit. So, who's going to benefit the most here? I want to throw Stone in because I don't want Gabler to go in yet. So, enters. Fuel options. How much we're going to want them till about lap 17. I want to get about 10 laps on the enters according to that. So, he's going to want to be close to a full tank. But not quite. Maybe about there? Let's go with that. There we go. Get moving again. And Gabler is going to go around one more lap. Stone going in. Nobody else going in yet. They're going to have to soon. Gabler is going to go in, and we're going to want to get about 9 laps here. Let's go for a fast stint here. Let's just refill to about there. So we're going to want a real fast pit stop. And let's see how these enters hold up to 30-degree temperatures. So 5.5 seconds. Nice pit stop, just over 8 seconds worth. And we can see everybody else staying out. I think that's a mistake. I think there's going to be too much water out here for that to work out. Battery's approaching full charge. So I'll need to toggle on and off some hybrid mode. And yeah, we can see the tires are going to struggle with this. So we're going to be once again alternating between neutral and conserve. So we're the last 2 cars in the field with plenty of room ahead. But, I mean, if these guys think they can stay out here in this kind of weather, I think they're wrong. It's going to get a little bit wetter. But right now, Gabler is only running even. So maybe it wasn't necessary to go in which case we're going to be screwed. I'm picking up some time, but not nearly as much as I would have thought. Okay, time to go hybrid. Now we're really starting to pick up some time. There's a full second there and about half a lap. Whether it's enough to justify the extra change that everybody else isn't making, I don't know. And switch back to gathering energy. Let's go neutral, because we want to just, go by all these cars. Don't spend any time just hanging around. Yeah, it's going to be about this wet for a couple more laps. So we're definitely gaining time this whole period. The question is it enough to justify the pit stop? And honestly, I think it may be a close call. Let's go hybrid again for a bit. I'd like to go conserve on the tires here, but can't do it yet with Gabler. Let's get these next 2 cars and then we will. There we go. Now we'll back off. And Stone now moving up through the ranks as well. Gabler's got a little over a lap of some serious time gaining. And the other thing about it is a lot of these cars running their tires low. That's going to hurt them more also. So, I mean, I thought that was an obvious choice, but ended up being more of a gambit than expected. It looks like it's going to be dry the rest of the way afterwards. Now we've got some cars coming into pit. They're going to put new tires on that are still going to come out on a fairly wet track. Make the pass. There we go. Up to 5th. And, yeah, I'm only about 6 seconds back now of where I was before all this went down. Didn't mean to conserve that much fuel with stone. Gabler up to 4th, and we'll definitely be wanting to take one more stop. The question is, you know, we're halfway through the race, and now the speed is no longer really favoring us. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think this is where it's going to happen. There's still going to be another lap, maybe? Nope. I could wait another lap. I don't think I want to. Okay, so we need to get through another half of the race. Ultras should definitely do it, but I'd have to ride them careful. Still a judgment call. You know, I went with the super softs. The performance bonus, I've got to take it. 17 laps. 14. How much fuel do I need if I'm going to go hybrid? I'm going to guess 10 out of the 17. Well, go with 11, because I'm probably going to want to be fairly aggressive too. And then Stone can wait another lap. So let's ride with him. We're going to. One more lap, buddy. Softs. And you're going to want to fill up all the way because how hard you're going to ride your car. And let's roll there. Gabler comes out in 10th, but she won't stay there. Get your car up to neutral. Okay, I said she wouldn't stay there. Go up to high. Get through this traffic. Having trouble with the Spartan MRT driver Sevilla. So fine. Back off to medium then. Let their tires wear out first. And then we ran into another log jam. Go overtake. Just go do it. Okay, getting past Sevilla there. Up to 7th. Here's a couple more drivers coming into the pits. But I don't know if we're going to pass them so much as just catch up. Okay, let's drop back down to medium here for the moment. Did get one pass up to 6th. Lots of drivers on Ultras. Probably looking at lots of worn tires and some more pit stops later on. Not for us. We're going the rest of the way. Let's go conserve here. We've got a little bit of a gap in between vehicles. Hashimoto with the lead now. Boy, and look at Sevilla just coming on like a freight train. No, you haven't. Sevilla just passed you. Shut up. Let's go with overtake and neutral again. Get in front if I can. Okay. You stupidly use up your engine battery that way. I'm going to take your position anyway. What do you think about that? So this battle with Sevilla could prove interesting. Of course, I'd like to get up to Lori. That's going to depend on how much the tires degrade for the other drivers. Let's use up some more fuel. Get lighter, get faster. Staying pretty much the same distance behind the leaders, I believe. About 12 seconds. I think we're gradually possibly catching like Lori, Blasey, Holgerson, the 2, 3, and 4 drivers. Yep, we can't do that anymore. Go up to neutral. Come on, Gabler, turn it on. No. It hasn't been 2 laps like this. Stop making crap up. You know what? Just give it to her for now. Just go conserve. Honestly. Okay, don't give it to her. I'm trying to find a balance here, and I'm not getting it. But the car's still looking really good. Yep, wrong line there, but not for this one. So let's stick in high and see if that lets us stay ahead. Go with a little hybrid action here. Just over 8 laps to go. Yeah, and I've got too much fuel once again. It really doesn't use up that energy very fast at all going in hybrid mode. I've really got to up my... Nope. Boy. This stupid thing with Sevilla is going to keep me from catching anybody else. Gotta conserve the tires or they're going to die. My tires are in much better shape than the others. So yeah, I'm going to have to use a lot of that energy for a speed boost at the end. Just keep underestimating how much power that hybrid, or fuel that hybrid saves. Alright, well, go high. See if you can make it. There we go. Back in front of Sevilla. Can we chase down some of these other drivers? And will it even matter because Stone's going to have a totally screwed up race. Losing the spot again. It's just back and forth. Gaining it again. Probably going to lose it here. Yep. There goes Hashimoto into the pits. And I think Blasi is going to have to go as well. We're up to 5th. Could make a play for as high as 2nd here. Should get at least 4th. Somewhere between 2nd and 4th for Gabler. There goes Blasi. That's 4th place. Four laps left. 3.5. Whatever. Stone picking up positions gradually, but not nearly enough. Okay, let's go hybrid. And neutral. Let's fry the engine the rest of these last 3 laps if we can. Mechanical issue for Ray Roberts. That should help Stone. Still having trouble getting up here. Yep, car's looking fine. Keep pushing it. Two laps to go at 0.74 on the fuel. Let's see how long that lasts. Come on, get me in front of Sevilla at least, because it looks like Laurie's going to win this thing. There we are, up to 3rd. But I'm not going to be able to sustain that kind of pace. Look at me running out of fuel with Stone because I was focusing here. So, third position. Oh. Oh, I wanted better, but I couldn't pull it off. Stone, though, Stone finishes 19th. That's a big time screw up. That's points out the door. Yeah. So while this is finishing up, I'm just going to say that next time, I'm not going to go through the under race stuff. I'm going to restart this because I've screwed up too much. We're developing too big of a deficit. I've got to find a way to start the season better. So, yeah, I'll be restarting next time. And I'm looking for a better way to do this. I'm sure there is one. But I don't want to go through and just beat my head against a wall when it's not working. So, thanks for watching. And next time we'll be back with a restart.